ladies. I don't know how to whistle, so you're just going to have to stop. Well, the Mark's back there too. This is like trying to herd cattle. Welcome to everyone. My name is Ann Trotter. I am current chair of Women in Philanthropy. Thank you all for coming this afternoon to our Fall Forum 2015. What a beautiful afternoon we have to celebrate our Power of the Purse message with members as well as guests. Our Fall Forum originated as an ideal way to gather semi-annually in a more casual setting to update everyone on the happenings within WIP, as well as to hear from past grant recipients on how our money impacts agencies and individuals within our 6-county service area: Aiken, Burke, Columbia, Edgefield, McDuffie, and Richmond counties. Before we hear from our guest presenters, I'd like to recognize our guests who are attending today and ask them please to stand. If you'll stand. If you're a guest today, please stand. Welcome. We're delighted to have you. If we can answer any questions about WIP after our meeting, please ask any one of our board members or the ladies at our membership table. And speaking of our board, I'm delighted to introduce our team for this year. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized, and you can hold your applause to the end. I'm sorry, but I know some are not here, but we'll move through the list quickly. Betty Meehan, immediate past chair. Debbie Lehman, secretary. Suzanne Denning is finance. She's not able to be with us this afternoon. Our ex officio members, neither of whom are here, but they are Shell Knox-Berry from the Community Foundation and Laverne Gold from United Way of the CSRA. Our members at large: Julie Batchelor, Lou Cheek, Dr. Pam Fall, Nita Mulheron, and Susan Rice. And our honorary members, non-voting: Beth Evans and Carolyn Maughan. Our Evans-Maughan Fund, celebrating the wisdom and leadership of these two founding members, now stands at $13,550. With contributions still being received. If you wish to contribute, please make your check out to the Community Foundation marked Evans-Maughan Fund. Communications Chair, Dr. Leanne Caldwell. This committee is responsible for our website, quarterly newsletters, and membership brochures, as well as nurturing our relationship with our local media. Education Chair, Carol Bennett. Carol and her committee organize and execute both our grant information workshop held each September, as well as our grants finalist presentation that is posted to YouTube for membership viewing in the spring before you cast your grant ballots. And our Education and Grants Committee work together to select and coordinate our guest presenters for Fall Forum. Neither of our grants chair and co-chair are here, Betty Pond and Lee Ash, but trust me, ladies, they are about to hit the ground running. Our grants committee meets weekly from late August through mid-February, updating our grant application, reviewing applications received, and then visiting, discussing, and selecting grants for membership ballots. After voting, the committee tallies the votes, decides on dollar amounts for recipients based on votes received, and then submits to the board a recommendation for final approval before notifying the grant winners and losers. Governance, Christy Maughan. In the past, this committee assembled the board structure under which we now operate and works to keep our operational guidelines current. The committee has also produced a timeline for board service, which allows for some continuity on our board. Membership Chair Becky McKenzie. Becky is our detail person who, together with her committee, keeps an accurate account of our members, their contact info, as well as membership status. And we kept her really busy. After our annual meeting in March, we welcomed 20 new members to that event. Nominating Chair Betty Meehan. Betty will be selecting a nominating committee in the near future to identify our leaders for the coming year. Special events, Beth Story. Where's Beth? Beth's in the back. A special thank you to Beth and her committee for spearheading the arrangements for today's Fall Forum. They will also be organizing our annual meeting and luncheon to be held Friday, March 18th here at Augusta Country Club. So please mark your calendars. And special recognition, none of these ladies are here. Well, one is Michelle James Community Foundation, Cindy Arant from the Community Foundation, and Lucinda Grace from United Way. These ladies provide us administrative support as well as inspirational guidance throughout the year. Thank you, Michelle. And we have Mark Alberton in the back, who is our videographer. He is our volunteer videographer for several years now at various WIP events. We feel like he's just one of ours. So thank you, Mark, for your continued support.
Make him pay his money.
Actually, we should be paying his dues. Ladies, this is indeed a committed group of volunteers who works tirelessly behind the scenes to make WIP the strong community resource that we have become. We are constantly working to identify potential leaders for WIP. If you wish to serve in a leadership capacity, please get involved with a committee or let someone on our board know of your interest. Women in Philanthropy was conceived by the Community Foundation and the United Way. After focus groups visited other WIPs in the Southeast, Beth and Carolyn were asked to organize a small luncheon to present preliminary plans for launching WIP. Beth and Carolyn then invited a larger group from across the area to a luncheon in May 2008 to hear their plans for WIP. At the close of the luncheon, 100 ladies had contributed $1,000 each, and WIP for the CSRA was launched. We quickly formed a board, wrote our operational guidelines under which we operate today, developed our grants application, and formulated our mission. Our mission is simple: to create awareness of the needs of women and children in the CSRA. We have since grown to 161 members and strongly believe that 200 is attainable in the near future. In March 2009, we awarded our first grants and have since presented 37 grants totaling over $650,000 to 26 different agencies in the CSRA. Congratulations. And our endowment fund currently stands at over $276,000. Membership is simple. Each member commits $1,000 annually, either by cash, check, credit card now, or stock transfer. The board then sets aside at least 70% annually for grants and 30% to our endowment. Our dues are managed by the Community Foundation, which is a 501c3, making your membership fee tax deductible. And administrative support is provided by both the Community Foundation and the United Way. But the real reason we're here today, we welcome two guest presenters to share exciting stories of WIP funds impacting their respective agencies. And Carol Bennett, our education chair, will introduce the speakers.
Ann thinks I need this, but I really have a lunchroom voice. Y'all can hear me without it, I know. Long years in the school system. I'm going to introduce Grace first. I'm pleased to introduce Grace Belanger, who is the Executive Director of Hack Augusta, a nonprofit recipient of a WIP grant just last year. She's also the lead organizer of TEDx Augusta and helps connect learners and leaders in technology, education, and design industry. A California transplant, she graduated from UCLA and has spent her entire career working as an educator, editor, nonprofit director, entrepreneur, and angel investor. She's spoken around the country about Augusta and the opportunities that thrive in this community to help the next generation of technologists and the enthusiastic community of innovators that exist here. Please welcome Grace Belanger. You want this?
Sure, thank you. I hope you guys all believe that, because it's true. You don't have to be scared of technology. I'm here to tell you that it's something that we all use every day. It's a piece of equipment that brought me to where I am. I use technology in my position in my career, and that's how I've, in turn, short story, I'm now the director for Hack Augusta. I'm just going to read a real quick, brief synopsis of what we've done with the funding that you guys have provided for us, and then there's a short video that you guys are graciously going to let me show you. Our mission at Hack Augusta is we are a self-sustaining creative technology nonprofit. We provide space for people, we provide equipment, we provide instruction, guidance, and we provide friendships necessary to tackle the challenges that our organization face. We believe that the sole purpose of technology is to better human lives, and through the mastery of it, our members can enjoy a higher quality of life and also be individually more productive. We have 3 programs that we currently do in our space that have been basically endowed by your organization through the funding sources. Our first program that I'm going to mention is called Young Makers. This program meets twice a month after school in our space, which, oh, by the way, is in the old Richmond Academy, if you guys don't know that already. We've been there. It'll be a year as of November 1st, and I welcome all of you to come, and I'll personally give you a tour. That program basically is for kids in the Augusta area. We also work with the North Augusta, Aiken community. We have members that are also in South Carolina. They're usually between the ages of 11 and 18, so mostly middle schoolers and high schoolers. The kids normally don't fit in traditional enrichment programs because they don't necessarily have an interest in athletics or even in the arts per se, but they are very creative, self-directed individuals. As a result, there's not a lot of school programs for them to use. So what we do is we provide a void for them in regards to science, technology, engineering, and math. These are the kids that are not only playing the video games maybe in their basements and garages, but they're also designing the video games. And we give them the platform to be applauded for those kinds of skills where they might actually be marginalized in their own school and community. We give them a community of peers where they develop their skills and interests, and it's a non-graded, self-directed, critical thinking design program that encourages creative collaboration. So that's one of the programs that you guys help fund. The second program that we do is the Sumo Robot League. And as you can see behind me, I actually brought some of our prototypes, which I also shared with you guys in the springtime when we were trying to get the grant. So this is a robot that was actually designed in our space. It was designed with a 3D printer. It was designed with a circuit board that is located, that we manufacture locally. So we're also very proud of the fact that we create jobs in our community. This Sumo Robot League is an 8 weeks robotics curriculum. We teach mechanical engineering, we teach computer programming, and we teach 3D printing. The students grow their skill sets. We teach them reverse engineering and advanced manufacturing skills so that they can one day actually fabricate their own boards and build and design their own robots. So for instance, this robot here is orange and black. This robot here is blue and orange. So they can actually pick out the colors that they want to use with the 3D printer if it's related to something that they like or if it's part of their school and their team and their mascot. The skills that they learn in this is very important for the 21st century. They learn engineering, math, programming, technical development, gaming, creative problem solving, collaborative teamwork, and 3D printing and modeling. There's not another program here in our community that does that right now. Our lowest cost program our low-cost program, again, also creates jobs in our community. We have since contracted with an engineer. We have hired design illustrators, and we've developed a teacher curriculum coordinated manual for teachers that may not actually know how to do this in their science and math classes. So this is a prototype of one of the books that we created. It's just a prototype right now. It's about 56 pages long, and it's basically for teachers that want to learn how to do coding and programming so they can turn around and then teach their students how to do this. Let me see, where was I? The program that we've also done has managed to become a pilot program for other cities around the state, excuse me, in the Southeast, and we've actually been approached by other organizations such as ours as to how they can start a sumo robot league in their community. And so we've been able to scale this as a business that sort of benefits our nonprofit. And I use the analogy of Girl Scout cookies and the Girl Scouts community. So this is our Girl Scout cookie. So we sell this product with a very slim margin to other communities that might be interested in the curriculum, and then that in turn helps support their nonprofit. But I wanted to show you the short video, if you don't mind, if you could just pull up the youtube.com. Some technical difficulties with our technology. So if you guys are interested and you want to stick around afterwards, I'll try and get it taken care of so you can see the video. It's a short video. We launched the program as a pilot program last year with the Technical Magnet School in South Richmond County and with the middle school program at Episcopal Day School. So anyways, there's the video. It's not projecting on the main screen. And I'll just tell you about the last program that we've done for the youth in our community. It's called a Maker Fellowship. And what we were able to do is we were able to take the funds that you guys provided for us, and we applied for a matching grant with the Georgia Digital Authority. And that's a weekly self-directed mentorship. It matches students and teachers with our members, and they have learning opportunities so they can actually learn more activities such as website development, 3D printing, design, and soldering. Statistically, these enrichment programs also impact students in their competency, their self-confidence, self-esteem, and they also have positive social behaviors and high-achieving test scores. The funds that you guys provided for us helps to underwrite our materials, our expendable consumables, as well as the tutors that come through our space. You were one of the first groups that believed in our endeavors, and I appreciate your commitment to us, so thank you. That's okay. Technology does that. I don't know. That's a good question. Yes, ma'am.
So how many of the kids building robots are girls?
I would say there's probably 20% of the girls, the person, and if we could get it up, I'll show it to you. You can also go to sumorobotleague.com and you can see the video for yourself. The best person that does the soldering was a girl. Yeah, so the girl's great at soldering, and I'll say that part of the Sumo Robot League also is it mimics an athletic league. So after 8 weeks, when these kids are done competing with their robots, it's just like wrestling, and so the robots compete against each other in a ring, which is why it's called Sumo Robot League. The winning student that competed against the high schoolers was a 5th grader at Episcopal Day School. So the fact that the middle school trumped the high school was kind of a neat thing. And I'll stick around if you have any other questions.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you.
That's just fascinating to me. Our next speaker is Julie Miller, and Julie has just celebrated her 12th year as Executive Director of Columbia County Community Connections and Family Connection Coordinator for Columbia County. If y'all try as many words as possible. Julie has a master's degree in public administration from Augusta University and a bachelor's in journalism from Georgia State University, Milam. In her previous career spanning 2 decades, she was a reporter, bureau chief, and assistant metro editor for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. She's been married for 38 years and has 3 adult children and 4 fabulous grandchildren. And all of us know how grandchildren are fabulous. Julie's favorite quote is, Don't wait for the world to change for you. Change it yourself. So please welcome Julie Miller.
Thank you all so much for the opportunity to be here today. And we're going to be fussing with our electronics and our, oh goodness, technology is so much fun, isn't it? When it works, it's great. So we've got a little PowerPoint presentation for you, and hopefully you'll get a chance to see that, because that is our entire presentation.
It's coming, 3 minutes.
Okay, well, I'll talk in the meantime. So one of the things that we want to be able to do, we have an after-school program for 50 children that attend North Harlem Elementary and Uchee Creek Elementary. And all of these children, 95% of them receive free and reduced lunch. So most of them would not have the opportunity to participate in quality after-school programming. They wouldn't have the transportation. They wouldn't have, just any opportunity at all to get with their homework, have enrichment activities, and do some arts and crafts and things like that, and go on field trips. So this program is primarily funded with a grant that we receive from the state. But as you all know, grants have limitations. And there's all sorts of things that you can't do with grant money that you can do with other kinds of money. So what we're so grateful for is our children would never get the opportunity to play golf without some other intervention, okay? So several of our kids we took them out to Bartram Trail and gave them the opportunity to just try it out, see what it was like. And they loved it, girls and boys. And so when we were thinking about applying for this grant, I ran my idea by some of my staff, and they thought I was a little loony. But they're used to that, so they're like, okay, go for it. So when we sat down and we worked through everything, we said, well, we can teach them golf here. We just need some cages, and we just need a putting green, and we can figure this out. So that's what we did. We applied to you guys, and you guys were visionary enough to be able to see that this was possible. And so we now have the cages, and you will get to see them hopefully in just a minute, and the putting green, and the kids are having a blast. And they're going to tell you a little bit. We let the kids tell you the story primarily. 92. All my passwords are my kids and their birth dates. So if you ever want to break into my computer, it's pretty easy. Or my grandchildren and their birth dates. Okay. All right, so we're going to be able to get our little thing going. All right, so I made it work earlier. It worked just fine. Okay, so Don Tavis, let me tell you about Don Tavis. Don Tavis he is extremely vulnerable to bullying. He's had a lot of, I use the microphone too when you're done. Okay. He has Tourette's, but let me tell you, this child has really taken to the game of golf, and he has had so much fun with it, and he is very excited to be a participant in it. And he was excited to be able to tell you, but of course now.
Is the computer's line on?
No, the computer party's all the way up as well. Trying to see what's coming on.
Oh well, just let's go on. These ladies will be here all day. So that's Don Tavis, and he's telling you about how he likes golf. And so we have Jalen and Demario practicing on the green, and they're all like little vignettes, so little video vignettes. And you should be able to see them, but I don't know why you're not able to do that. So that's the putting green. That is y'all, if you can believe it, that's almost $4,000. And this is Demario, and he's telling you about how wonderful. There you go. All right. Yeah, it's not working. At least you can see it. They're real kids saying real words. And they're very excited. And so, all right, so we have this Gracie, she's going to demonstrate what she's learning also. She's got a good swing. Whoop, what happened there? So she was telling you about this is the driver, and this is what you know, and try to hit it. So.
She's showing you how to hold the club.
That's right. She's giving you the demonstration about how to hold the club and then how to hit it. Come on, Gracie. You can do it. There you go. All right. So. And these are the cages, and the kids go out there and they just have a good time. So and then next one. And then Jemiah has really, this has been a really great thing for her, and she would not have the opportunity to participate without this program. And they all said, thank you, Women in Philanthropy, and we tried like 10 times to say philanthropy, and Juliana was the one who came the closest to it, so that was, so anyway, and that's all of our kids there, so. I just want, really from the bottom of our heart, we want to say thank you so much, because it has meant a tremendous amount to us to be able to provide this to these kids, and it means a great deal to them as well. And so y'all are welcome to come out anytime and visit. We're way out in Grovetown, but that's okay. You can get there by I-20 if you pack a lunch. So anyway, thank you so much, really.
Thank you, ladies. There are many people in this room who understand the benefits of golf, in especially the lives of young people, and so we're excited that your program could benefit so many young people. And we thank you for sharing your stories today. They're truly heartwarming. I want to take just a quick minute. What have we accomplished behind the scenes so far? We have collaborated with one of our 2015 grant recipients, Hack Augusta, to revamp our website, making our grants application available exclusively online this year. Grace, would you please come forward? Grace convinced us that, she said technology was not a scary thing. Well,
I'm happy to help.
she has been an invaluable assistance to us with this effort. Last year, many of you have heard me say this, but last year, right after at our annual meeting, I made the comment that one of our goals for the year was to revamp our website and improve it. And Grace approached me right after the meeting and said, I think we can help you. Well, I kept her card and I sought her out, and indeed she has helped us. And together with the Grants Committee and the Communications Committee, as well as Michelle James from the Community Foundation, who nudges us along and says, ladies, you can do this, our dream has become a reality. And so our grants application is now available online, and we will work to continue this momentum as we improve our entire website and our membership brochure. But I have just a little small something for Grace today as a token of our appreciation.
You're so sweet. Oh, thank you. Ooh, fancy.
Thank you.
You're very sweet. I love them.
The vase is one of those that when we find them, we grab them, but it is a purse. So we hope you will use it in years to come.
I will put it on the mantle at the Academy. Remind all of my guys.
And we are working diligently to archive our history for future generations of WIP to build upon. Lou Cheek has interviewed our first leaders, Beth and Carolyn, for the early details, and board chairs have compiled committee histories from old files and minutes. Lou is busy organizing these notes into what we know will be a valuable record for our earliest history. We continue to attend events within the community in hopes of increasing our identity among agencies. Several board members attended the United Way campaign kickoff luncheon in late August, and we are currently assembling a table for the Association of Fundraising Professionals luncheon, which will be held here in early November. One event, one grant, one member at a time. Before you all leave today, though, today is a very special day in the life of one of our founding leaders, Carolyn Maughan. Today is Carolyn's 80th birthday. Carolyn, will you please come forward? And while she's coming forward, come on. We have a small token of our appreciation and love, but while she comes forward, will you join me in singing Happy Birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carolyn. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Thank you to Beth Story and her committee for organizing our fall forum. Thank you to Becky McKenzie and her membership committee for assisting our members and guests today. These ladies will be available afterwards to answer any questions or even take your check. We operate on a calendar year, January through December. Your annual dues for $1,000 made payable to the Community Foundation are tax deductible. You may renew now from now until the end of February. Guests may also join today or anytime through the end of February. Thank you again for attending today and sharing the good news of WIP. As I said in March, I'll say it again, I could not single-handedly make a $1,000 gift to some worthy person in this community and have the impact that our monies collectively are making. This is truly the power of the purse, and together we can make a difference in this community. Thank you. I hope you will enjoy some more wine and refreshments outside, and we look forward to seeing you at our annual meeting in March. Thank you.